Hi everyone, welcome to the Soul Song. This is Nina and this is your Feb 2022 predictions. We are looking at what's happening in general in your life. And I will pull out some extra cards for career, business, finances, as well as love and relationships separately. So it is going to be a detailed reading. So get yourself a cup of coffee or tea and then sit down to watch this, okay? Now, we have three groups as usual. We have the pink crayon, we have the blue crayon, and we also have the reddish or deep red brownish crayon, okay? I want to say happy birthday to all the Aquarians out there. My mom's also an Aquarian. And happy Valentine's Day to whoever celebrates. So I hope you have a fabulous month ahead in every aspect of your life. Now let's start with the reading. I'm going to start with group number 1. If you need more time, pause the video here. I'll see you in your timestamps. Hi group 1, for those of you who've chosen the pink crayon, let me firstly start with some Lenormand cards for you. I feel like there's a strong emphasis on relationships. For many of you who I'm reading for, this group is like my sensitive souls, okay? And you may be also noticing that your sensitivity is quite heightened during the month of Feb. You could even have like very vivid dreams, okay? Messages and communication that come to you through your dreams. We have the Rider. Speaking of communication. Oops. Cards all over the place. Okay. And with sensitivity comes this advice also to be vigilant, okay? To not be a complete sponge, energy sponge, okay? Got the Coffin. And we have the Fox, alright. So these two, the Coffin and the Fox, are actually quite contradictory to the Rider, okay? Bottom of the deck we have the Snake. So there's something that is changing in your life. There's a transformation, there's a shedding of old skin that is definitely happening. In a general sense, this implies to me that you are changing as a person. There are aspects of yourself or some situation in your life that you're letting go. It could be that you're uncovering a new layer, okay, and you're healing as a person. You're shedding that old persona which may have something also to do with imposter syndrome or something like that, okay? For others of you, quite literally, this is some communication coming through which involves leaving behind some aspect or some area of your life, okay? This could have something to do with a job as well. Maybe you're ending a job and you are taking on a new, or you're opening up yourself to a new job. There could also be a person in your life who you end things with because they have been quite deceptive, and in the month of Feb you're like, enough is enough, I'm done with this, I'm moving on, okay? That kind of a thing. So take it as it resonates. There are going to be multiple messages, of course, because multiple people will be watching this. But overall, there are definitely some big changes taking place in your life in the month of Feb, okay? Let's see your tarot cards. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Good. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. So I like the way this is going, okay? I also want to say there's a need here to be quite strategic, okay? I'm hearing for you pay attention to what you're receiving in terms of information, communication, and this could be in a general or a macro sense, like fake news or something like that. Okay, not everything you hear and see is true, so trust your intuition is what I'm getting. Okay, now coming to these tarot cards, I feel like there is definitely something that you're considering leaving behind, and you are going to do that in the month of Feb. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, like I said, it could be something that at one point you may have had like high expectations from this situation, like this is going to be amazing, but it's caused you a lot of anxiety, it's caused you disappointment, it's led to also perhaps you feeling just overall there's a sense of ennui. I think that's a French word, like worry and even melancholy, I would say, just not feeling great about this situation or this person, whatever it may be. And the the rider is a very flirtatious energy when it comes to relationships. I would say let yourself a bit loose, especially if we see this in terms of love. I do feel like you're going to start to, put yourself out there, start to consider, you're going to pick yourself back up, is what I'm getting. It's going to be slow and gradual growth, but it is going to be steady, okay? And that's also perhaps what you're looking for. Maybe in the recent past, you've had a lot of this, in and out kind of unsteady energy in any aspect of your life. Could be career, could be relationships. But now in the month of Feb, I feel like you're learning how to stay disciplined, focused, and committed to one thing at a time, and maybe even organize your workspace or your time so that you can actually get more out of your time and energy rather than it leading to disappointment, is what I'm getting. So on multiple levels, I feel like there's change happening for the better, in the sense that things are going to get more steady and you're going to find that your groove back in a way. The Eight of Pentacles is like, your day-to-day activities as well. What you do, what you show up for, okay, what you're committed to, what you're in the process of even mastering, okay. So if this is a new job, for instance, then you're going to see steady growth, okay. You're going to see that your efforts are starting to pay off, okay. And also I'm getting like really getting organized is going to help you in the month, and getting your mind and your thoughts organized as well, because you may have been quite scattered, but that's what you're leaving behind, I feel, in the month of Feb, okay. Okay, we have the thinking woman. Yeah, so speaking of getting organized, and lists are going to help you. You could be somebody, like I said, who is really sensitive to the point that you may get distracted by what's happening in your environment quite frequently. And this is the month where you start to really look at that and say enough is enough. Let's get this sorted. That sorted and organized effort is really coming through, okay. There's something perhaps that you're also learning, I feel, uncovering in the month of Feb. Let's see. We have a leg up and poise. Look at that. You're poised for success. You're poised for new beginnings. You're ready, okay. And I do feel like Spirit is going to bring to you people, situations, experiences that are going to give you this leg up, that are going to be supportive. Whether this is, people who are offering you the right advice, or they are opening up new doors for you, maybe bringing you this opportunity. The Knight of Pentacles could also be an opportunity that comes your way, that is steady, but perhaps a little slow growth, okay? But you're getting a lot of support from Spirit, and of course, by Spirit, I mean people, situations, experiences that come your way that bring to you your desired outcome or manifestation, okay? And you're being asked to stay confident of what you have to offer. You have a lot to bring to the table, be it in a relationship or in any sort of committed partnership or even a job, okay? Have confidence in your abilities and talents and gifts, okay? And be open to sharing them as well with the world, okay? If this is something that you've been holding yourself back from, in the month of Feb, you're being encouraged to do that, to tap into what you have to offer, what you have to bring to the table. We have rebirth. Nice. Spring equinox, and we will actually see spring equinox in not in Feb, but yeah, in March or April, I guess. I do feel like there's abundance on the other side, okay? Whatever it is that you're leaving behind, that you're letting go of, and this change basically is going to herald in a time of success, of growth, of prosperity. But you need to stay open to a new mindset, a new way of doing things, as well as new opportunities that are coming your way, okay? And I'm strongly feeling for you like a new approach to things, to situations, okay? Not responding to anything that comes your way, which could, be a speed bump or something, in the old manner, but in the new manner, okay? You changing as a person and approaching it from a more balanced and steady perspective, okay? So in terms of career, business, finances, is there anything else that they need to know? The High Priestess. Oops. The Knight of Pentacles again. There's a bunch of cards that have fallen. Okay, let's get one more. So the Knight of Pentacles is definitely slow, steady growth. It could also be an opportunity, like I said, of something that brings in stable, long-term money, okay? But you will need to stay committed to it. Stay put. The Emperor. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It is going to require a long-term investment, is what I'm getting. Whatever it is that you're getting into or you are continuing to do, the Emperor is very disciplined, like I was saying, okay? If this is especially, self-employment, you're going to need to stay on guard when it comes to tendencies of lagging behind, tendencies of overthinking, tendencies of falling off track in a way, okay? Getting distracted, like I said. You could be a very sensitive, intuitive person, like I said in the beginning of the reading. I'm getting strong, also spiritual vibes from you. If you are doing, for instance, a spiritual business, more strategy, more smart work, and less hard work is what I'm getting, okay? And there's a definite need to change your perspective in some way. I also feel like there's something that you have been holding to yourself. It could be some knowledge of some wisdom, some knowledge that you have to share with the world, but you're holding on to it. You're not you haven't shared it until now, and you're being encouraged now to share that. Take one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Okay, that's the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, but do put it out there. Okay, and believe in yourself, believe in your success, believe in the instincts as well. The Emperor is fire energy. Okay, very driven, very passionate, and it's the energy of taking initiative as well. Okay, and the Emperor is obviously looking to build something solid for the long haul, for building an empire. So I feel like the message here is also to stick to it, okay, and think of it from the long term perspective, okay, and also from a new pair of eyes, looking at things from this new pair of eyes, this new persona that you have taken on. And it's going to require, I feel, for a lot of you, a lot of self-discipline. You may be someone who's not used to being very organized, okay, or perhaps not really open also to take advice or help from people, okay, who have your best interest in heart. But this is a month where you will need to be open to that, is what I'm getting. If you want to achieve more, if you want to get more and be smarter about your work, okay. What's happening in terms of relationships? Let me get that. We have the Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, okay, so lots of communication, Page of Wands, and the Empress, okay. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands. If you've been dealing with somebody like that, the Knight of Wands, someone who has been in and out, I feel like some of you could actually just cut this person off or give them like an ultimatum of some sorts, because this Queen is dealing with these two pages here and they are not leveling up, or they are not showing up as, oh my god, beneath the Knight of Wands we have the Five of Cups again. So you have the Five of Cups twice and the Moon here. Okay. In the month of Feb, you're really taking your power back, firstly, okay? Because you're feeling more empowered, you're recognizing your worth to a great extent, because you have the Emperor and the Empress here in two different aspects, but you are showing up as these powerful individuals. And the Queen of Swords is looking at the Page of Swords saying, hey, okay, show me what you got, or this is what I want, or let's have this talk. Be honest with me. I don't want to play around. I'm done with, running around in circles, and let's have this heart-to-heart conversation, because this is what I'm worthy of. This is what I want, and I'm not going to settle for anything less than. It is quite possible, like I said, for many of you, that you could be ending a situation with a person who has been in and out, who's been very flirtatious and adventurous and all of that, but you want something steady, you're looking for something long term, I feel, okay. And the Empress is looking for the Emperor nonetheless, not for a page, okay. Though I do feel, if you are completely single, you could gradually start to put yourself out there, and you're going to attract a lot of people, a lot of potential suitors, and you're going to come from a place of like integrity, and also I feel, high self-esteem. No doubt about that, okay. That is the place that you're going to also communicate from. Okay, the Queen of Swords can be somebody who, you know, who keeps people at a distance, at an arm's length. So initially I feel like that could be your approach if you have especially been dealing with somebody who's quite immature. But if you're completely single, I feel like you're gradually going to open up to new options, new opportunities in love, and you are going to attract a lot of communication and suitors, like I said. Okay, but if you have a tendency to attract people like this Knight of Wands, who are like the fly by night kind of person, who are in it but not in it for the long haul, or you just want to have fun, whereas that's not what you're looking for, then I do feel like you're going to change your approach, and you're going to also see through your own patterns, and put an end to that particular cycle or that pattern of attracting these kind of people. Let's get 2 cards from the Whispers of Love, and we'll wind this up for you. What's happening for group number 1 in love and relationships? Okay. Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. So you do have some choices, I feel, in the month of Feb. Okay. Be willing to express love to receive love. That's the energy of the Empress as well. I feel like you're going to soften up if you at least start off as this Queen of Swords, okay, irrespective of your gender. And lastly, we have be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. That's the Queen of Swords energy. Very authentic, very honest, and looking for something that is honest as well. Okay. Bottom of the deck, spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So you could be attracting a really important connection in the month of Feb, which is going to be based in authenticity and open-hearted communication and expression of love. Alright, that's what I have for you. Pretty long reading, but I hope this helps. And I hope it gave you some insight into the month ahead for you. I am proud of you for taking your power back and for becoming this new version of yourself, group number 1. So I will leave you there. Wishing you all the best for the month ahead. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Bye. Hi group 2, for those of you who've chosen this blue crayon. Let's get some Lenormand cards firstly for you. What can group number 2 expect? I'm hearing reaching for the sky, or the sky is the limit. Okay. There's something about pushing through your preconceived limitations, or pushing through the edge is what I'm getting. Okay. So in a way, stepping out of your comfort zone and dreaming bigger and seeing yourself as somebody who, I'm hearing like you're allowing yourself to be someone who can reach for the sky. Okay, the sky is the limit. So let's get some Lenormand cards for you firstly. What is group number? Okay, we have the dog, the clover, and the book. Okay. We have the birds at the bottom of the deck. So there could be a lot of communication, back and forth communication regarding something. Okay. You're committing to something that you, or someone, I feel, that you don't know too much about. Okay, it could be that you're making new friends. For others of you, I feel like you're going to be in a nice flirtatious energy, upbeat energy, and that's going to draw new people to you, new friends, or even perhaps a romantic partner. But with the book and the dog there, this is, a person specifically who you don't know much about, or they are, at least at the moment, there's a lot to discover about this person. It could be a colleague, it could be also, that they are holding some secrets from you. That could also be the case. But I feel like for many of you, luck is coming to you in ways that you have not foreseen. Okay, that is a channeled message. I don't know where it came from, but yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Okay, and especially if you have been considering diving into something that you don't know much about, learning something new, for instance, something that you feel like you want to stay committed to and loyal to. It could be a new course, it could be, going back to school, it could be teaching, it could be anything like that. It is going to go in your favor. It's going to be favorable, okay, if you continue to do that, is what I'm getting. Let's see your tarot cards. Got the 5 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, Death, okay, pretty big, and the Ace of Pentacles. Nice. So the Ace of Pentacles is definitely a new beginning, which is quite tangible. It could be a new home, it could a new job, it could be that a new routine. It could be also, it could be a lifestyle change as well for many of you. Like maybe you're making new and better choices in health, in your diet, your routine, okay, in exercise, things like that. Whatever it may be, you're committing to it, you're being loyal to it, okay? You're planting that seed and it is going to pay off in the long run. But I do feel like there's an ending to a particular phase in your life in which I feel you've received the rewards that you needed to, okay? It has paid off in a good way. You may have had to also, overcome a lot of challenges when it comes to people. Maybe this was like a hard-won victory and it came at a cost, and now you're ready to turn towards something new, is what I'm getting. Incidentally, here she is reaching out for 1 pentacle, okay, and there's 1 pentacle here. There's also, I feel, a big change in how you deal with people, on how you respond to people, how you approach situations, okay? I'm getting like this very grounded approach to situations which may have triggered you in the past, or people who may have triggered you in the past. And now in the month of Feb, you're not allowing that to affect you the way it did in the past. So you're changing, you're transforming as a person as well, okay? And you're approaching it from like a perspective of, is this something that's going to matter to me in the long run or not? If not, I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. And another way to look at it is, if these people don't understand me, if they are maybe, talking behind my back, or they're gossiping, or they are, they don't have my best interests at heart, they're always passive aggressive, or they are, there's this underlying energy of competition and conflict, I'm not going to pay heed to that. I'm going to focus on what I'm building for myself, okay? That's the energy also that I'm picking up on, because there may be some people around you who, you know, are not being honest with you, or are not are being just like passive aggressive is what I'm getting strongly. Okay, let's see other cards. We get Goddess of the Moon, Flexible, number 19, Message in a Bottle, and we have Release, Autumnal Equinox. So obviously you are releasing something pretty big in your life, and this could be like you releasing a layer of your personality that is not serving you anymore. It's hindering your growth, or it's, you know, something perhaps that may have, like I said, triggered you in the past. You're letting go of that. Or it could be specifically people, situations that are not really, they don't fit into your vision of your future. Okay, and that's what you're looking towards. You're looking towards that new vision. And it may be that you have compromised to a large extent with this situation or these people, and now you're like, okay, I'm going to change my approach to this. Okay, now I do feel like for many of you, you're going to receive a lot of downloads. You're going to receive answers to some impending questions about maybe the way forward, or like very prophetic kind of visions or messages, and you need to of course pay attention to that. Okay, you may also be somebody who is quite psychic in nature. You do receive a lot of these messages, so it is important for you to pay attention to those. I feel like at least one of those messages is going to have a lot to do with your soul mission or your life purpose. Okay, and it is quite possible that it is going to show you a new way of doing things, or that message is going to show you a new path perhaps, or a new way of doing things. Okay, and for others of you, there is a new opportunity coming your way. Okay, and like I said, it could be very tangible in the sense that it could be a new job, or it could be that you're moving, you're relocating, whatever it is that you have been looking for. I feel like that's coming in the month of Feb. Okay, it's an important, it's going to help you start on this new journey. Okay, but it may require you to be flexible in the sense that it's not going to come exactly the way you pictured it. Okay, and perhaps it requires some kind of compromise in the sense that it may not come wrapped in the kind of paper that you expected. Okay, and B, it is going to require you to leave behind something that you are quite used to, is what I'm getting. Okay, so for many of you, this could be like a new venture, a new job, or a new business project, whatever it may be. Let's see your career and business and finances area. What can they expect in the month of Feb? Those who've chosen this second group. 9 of Swords. Oops. Ace of Cups. And these two cards flipped out. The Hermit and the 3 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is slow, steady growth and progress, and it did come up for another reading as well. I do feel like you might this compromise or this flexibility could also be required in dealing with certain people. Okay, it could be clients, it could be your co-workers, it could be peers, it could be if you're doing your own business, like people who you trade with or suppliers and things like that. Okay, but that's where I feel that compromise message is coming through, because they may give you some grief is what I'm getting. Okay, there are some sleepless nights involved here. There's something that you're overthinking perhaps, or you're thinking too much about, you're staying up at night. It could be quite literally that you are working at night at something that you really love. Okay, it could be a side gig, like I said. It could be a creative venture, creative project that you're doing and that you're building on. Okay, it's in the initial stages of like building. Okay, and that's what the Hermit is also shining the light on what you love. What do you want to pour your heart and soul into? Okay, that is perhaps what you're going to start working on if you haven't already started in the month of Feb. Okay, and it could definitely be for many of you something that you do in the after hours, or something that you, for instance, I'm just giving you an example. Let's say you love doing psychic work, you love doing healing work, you love doing something spiritual or something creative. Okay, and you have a day job, all right, and it is paying you enough money for you to stay self-sufficient, to stay independent, and now you're looking to also feel fulfilled and satisfied by doing something else, and by investing some of your time and energy into something else. It could be also with a group of people, a small group of people who are like-minded and who want to achieve the same goal as you do. Okay, so you start doing this after hours, you start building on that business, or you start, let's say you create content online, you start doing that in the month of Feb. Okay, and I do feel like for many of you this involves sharing some kind of knowledge that you have. It could be a teaching job, it could be something that also feels very intuitive, very creative. Okay, for others of you where this has not got to do anything with that, I feel like your inner wisdom, your inner being, okay, your intuition also is urging you in the month of Feb to look towards fulfilling yourself emotionally and feeling satisfied with what you're doing. And that's what you're going to do a lot of the soul searching towards as well. Like, is this really satisfying me, or is this a right work environment for me? If not, do I drop it and open myself up to something new? And you have two aces here, which does indicate that there are new opportunities coming your way. So you might be giving it some serious thought. Okay, but don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it. Listen to that quiet inner voice, okay, which whispers, because there is something that you have to offer here. I feel that you want to create, and it may be something that you're still learning on the job, or you haven't completely mastered. Okay, it could definitely be a spiritual pursuit for some of you, like something that could be, like, for instance, tarot reading or something, and you want to do that. Okay, it's slow progress. You're going to start to build on it, I feel, in the month of Feb. Okay, so let's look at some relationship and love oriented messages. Ooh, 10 of Swords, the Tower. Definitely major endings And the Two of Cups. Wow. Major endings and new beginnings. Okay. I want to take all these four for some reason. Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Ten of Cups. You're releasing a lot in the month of Feb, and a lot of that has to do with personal equations, relationships that don't serve you, people who are perhaps, who've betrayed you in some way, or who you're just tired of, like, and this goes way back, okay, these people or this situation is like you've acquired a lot of memories which are hurtful, and now you're like, I'm absolutely done with this. I don't want to continue with this anymore. I can't go on with this, okay? And you have that release, letting go all over your reading in, I feel, several aspects of your life, but especially when it comes to relationships. And that actually creates space for new connections to come along, be it friendships or romantic partnerships. And you're going to meet like-minded people eventually. It could also be that, you end up making friends, or you end up meeting somebody in a romantic sense who is unlike anything that you're used to. And it could also be with a person who is quite foreign in nature to you. Maybe they come from a different culture or something. It could simply be that you're at a distance from them. But for others of you, I feel like you're making a big decision in the month of Feb about, it's like you're having this huge awakening, I'm not going to put up with something that I've just stuck to because it gives me some false sense of security. That's the Tower and the Four of Pentacles. Like, I'm going to let that tower fall, and I'm going to make a choice, a decision to step out of this situation and open myself up to new connections, new possibilities, which I feel really drawn to, which I feel really satisfied with and content with. And I want bliss, I want love, I want something that is long term. I'm not going to settle for less than. And you are creating space for that in the month of Feb, I feel, okay? Eventually, you are going to meet people. There is a possibility for some of you that, someone who you have already maybe ended things with comes back around for a rebirth, okay? For a reunion, for a reconnection with you. But this time around, you're going to have to build a strong foundation for this connection based on how you can meet, mutual goals when it comes to relationships, how you can meet each other's emotional needs as well. But for many of you, I feel like you could even come across somebody who you start off as friends with. Okay, there's this flirtation and all of that, but it could have the potential for this Ten of Cups, okay, because it's slow, it's gradual, and it's coming after a period where you are letting go of an old situation that has been really tiresome, okay, mentally exhausting, and it's just brought you down, okay. That's what I have. Let's pull these two cards from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, and we'll see. Be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. I feel like that's what you're looking for. Someone who is supportive, someone who is genuine, and they meet you halfway. Okay, they treat you like an equal. What can they look forward to? Yeah. Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. That's the Ten of Swords and the Tower. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. And at the bottom of the deck, we have new love. Wow. This is synchronistic. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. You're going through some major changes and major overhaul in the month of Feb, group number 2. And it definitely involves relationships, okay? For many of you, you are saying enough is enough, at least in one relationship, okay? Mostly in love. And you're letting go, you're forgiving, you're releasing yourself from that burden that you've been carrying on your back, and you're in for a surprise, I feel, because you might just meet somebody out of the blue who ticks all your boxes, you know, who encourages you to dream again about love, I feel. That's where I'm leaving you, group number 2. I hope this was useful. Let me know in the comment section, and do subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you again later. Have a fabulous month ahead. Bye-bye. Hi, group 3. For those of you who have chosen this crayon here, I'm going to start with some Lenormand cards and see what is the most important thing that Spirit would want to bring to your attention for the month of Feb. What would they like to say? We have the Key. That's a good start. We have the Garden. And lastly, the Anchor. Okay, this is really good. We have the Stork at the bottom of the deck. So there are some big changes coming your way. There is movement forward. And the Key is overall a wonderful card to get along with the Anchor, because it tells me that you're finding solutions, you're finding opportunities which are going to help you when it comes to your long-term stability. The Anchor could also have to do with a job. So for some of you, you're having meetings, discussions, perhaps interviews during this month, and you're going to land finally. You're going to arrive at some kind of opportunity, I feel, okay? So that is one of those messages. The other one I feel is that you're going to be meeting some important people, is what I'm getting. People who will help you. Maybe they will open up or show you new avenues or new doors that you can consider, okay, for your growth. And it could also be in terms of relationships. If you're putting yourself out there, you're becoming more social, or you don't necessarily have to do that, but I do feel like you could have opportunities coming your way when it comes to relationships. But you're going to be focused more on what's going to be a stable option for me, is what I'm getting, okay? The Key can also involve, you know, certain ideas that you have for a job situation, or how to bring about more stability in my life, okay? And it could come through people, through your social interactions. Queen of Pentacles, very earthy energy. King of Pentacles, okay. Nice. We have the Empress. I kind of had a feeling with this crayon as well that this group is going to be for mostly people who are either earth signs, or they are embodying this very earthy energy during this month. And we have the Devil, okay. So you could be a Capricorn. We've got Taurus, Libra. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here again. The Empress and the Devil. I do feel like you're going to be very ambitious in the month of Feb, okay? And something's gestating, something is taking birth. It's a new beginning of some sorts in your life. But I feel like there could be something from the past that could tempt you to stay where you are. So you don't want to fall in that trap, firstly, okay? For others of you, this could simply be an old habit or an old mindset that emerges when you start to create something new, okay? That's the old habitual thinking pattern or behavior or doubts or fear, whatever it may be. It's like, sometimes when you're just about to hit a new level in some way of creativity, of ambition, or, a milestone or something like that. Or if you're, let's say you're writing a book and it's a baby that you're tending to, right? It's something that you're nurturing. And then come along these either some that temptation to fall back into the old self or the old programming or the old limited way of thinking or fear or doubt is a temptation that could manifest in any way. It could also be a person from the past who comes to tempt you and sort of drag you, like I said, to what you were used to or what you have already worked through in terms of your karma. So don't fall for that temptation is what I'm getting, okay? For others of you, this could definitely be for those of you who are looking to maybe conceive as well, this is going to be a month where that is very much possible, and the devil could simply imply, like there's a lot of heat, a lot of, you know what I mean? Yeah, some action going on. If you don't want to look for that, then of course take precaution. But I am seeing this very strong connection as well between you and somebody else. It could be the same gender, opposite gender, whatever, okay. But whether this is a partnership that is business oriented or work oriented or personal, okay, romantic, I do see that there's a lot of potential here for growth. But there's also this tendency to fall back into an old pattern, which you want to be careful about, okay? It's looking really good when it comes to stability, finances, abundance. I feel like you're going to be very, very stable in the month of Feb. And that's also what you're looking for. But, the flip side of it is seeking too much comfort, okay? Or staying too comfortable, which could actually hinder your growth and which could keep you stuck in one sort of way of doing things, and it could keep you kind of preventing you from putting yourself out there, like I said, or implementing new ideas. All right, we've got patience, number 16. Between worlds, number 3, that's another 3. Fork in the road, 13, which is reminding me of the death card. And lastly, we have dawn, new beginnings. I feel like this fork in the road is about, the old versus the new. There is some aspect of your life, could be a relationship, could be a job situation, business, whatever it is. And it's almost like, take the new path. because there's this temptation of falling back into that old, something that you've already conquered in a way, okay? And you're stepping into your power, beauty, grace. So take the new path is what I'm getting as a message here strongly. If you are at a crossroads with regards to something, if you're getting a new opportunity, for instance, it might bring up this sense of frustration as well because you're in the in-between stage, okay? And I did say with the Empress as well that there's this gestation. It is going to take some time and patience for this to grow. But it involves letting go of something that you're used to, okay? And there's definitely some new beginnings on the horizon for you. And this time of, this in-between state is quite frustrating. You're out, you've got one foot in the old and one foot, and just as I said that the Eight of Cups fell out. So you've got one foot out the door, but like you're beginning to see the first rays of the sun, but you're not there yet, okay? But you are going to be there. So be patient with yourself and be patient also as far as opportunities is concerned. They may not come about in exactly the way you expected them to, okay? So just focus on the vision, on the intention, and not how it comes about is what I'm getting. All right? You could also have multiple ideas, I feel, about the path forward, be it in your personal life or in terms of stability and security. And one of them is like really tempting, but it's the old way, it's the old you, something that still holds power over you, okay? Let's see what's happening in terms of career. Two of Swords, okay. Fork in the road, Two of Swords, so you do have some choices here to make. Got the Sun, beautiful. Six of Cups, let's get one more. Okay, two more. Three of Wands. And the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, the Seven of Cups. You do have a lot of options, okay? You do have choices to make. For some of you, I feel like there's something that you wanted to do as a child, perhaps, that you are now embarking on, okay? It could be a creative project. It could be... I'm also hearing like it brings out your inner child, okay? It could be requiring you to break convention in some way. For others of you, you're literally dealing with children. You could be maybe getting a teaching position, or you may be mentoring certain people who are still in the beginning stages of their career or something like that. I am getting that for some of you. For others of you, this is, you've been waiting for perhaps answers to come from somewhere. If you've been waiting for a yes, I feel like it is coming about, okay? And like I said, you may also have multiple choices, multiple options. And again, the message here is, try the new. Break free from convention if this is something that is non-conventional. And if this also involves, let's say, coaching, teaching, sharing your knowledge, it's a good idea for you to do that. For others of you, I'm getting that you could be getting an opportunity which requires you to learn something new, okay? which requires you to also perhaps expand your knowledge in some way and grow as a person. This could come from a company that, or an organization that you have already dealt with in the past. Maybe they rejected you in the past, or something like that, or you gave the interview long time ago and now you're hearing from them. Okay. And for others of you, I'm getting that there is this strong need to break free from convention. And if you've been wondering about whether it will be something that pays off or not, or something that you're going to find success in or not, I do feel like it is. But don't look for immediate gratification. Look at the long haul, the long term is what I'm getting. Okay. I do definitely feel like you have options, though. You do have choices here to make. Okay. And for most of you, it is like a choice between the old and the new. And it could also be that you want to maybe start your own business, but you're not feeling like confident enough, perhaps. Okay. So you're probably gonna sit for a while and think about it, which way do I go? Do I do this or not? That kind of thing. But I do feel like this whatever this is, this calling, it's associated with your purpose. Okay. Ace of Wands. For many of you, this is something that you feel very passionate about, but you've been denying yourself this new beginning. It could be that you wanted to initiate something, like I said, maybe you want to write a book, or you want to do something creative. But that devil energy has kept you stuck in the past, and now in the month of Feb, you're like, F it, I'm just going to do it. Okay. And it does to some extent involve either breaking free from convention, doing something on your own, or maybe even dealing with cultures, with clients maybe who are different from you. Okay, be it in terms of beliefs or in terms of culture. Okay. And it definitely is pushing you, like I said, it's pushing you to the edge in some way. It is something that is going to require you to step out of your comfort zone. Okay. And it is going to require you to be this new person that you're emerging into. And I'm also hearing leadership. So for some of you, this could be an opportunity that involves leadership or involves mentoring, like I said. And you may be hesitant because you might think, oh my God, this is too big for me, or I'm not experienced enough, or I'm not blah blah blah, whatever that devil energy is for you. Could also be a big organization and you're feeling like a small fish there, but don't don't self-sabotage is what I want to say. Okay, so there are multiple storylines that I've got there, so take whatever resonates, but I do feel like there's a new beginning here, a passionate new beginning, something that at a soul level it really satisfies you. Okay, whatever this opportunity or this initiative is. Okay, Let's see in terms of relationships and love what's happening for you. Page of Cups. That's nice. Okay. What else do they need to know? Queen of Cups. The Star. Okay. Nice. And the Page of Swords. So you got two pages here. Bottom of the deck, the Five of Pentacles. Alright. I feel like there's a lot of healing taking place firstly in your relationships, okay? And you could also be getting some kind of an apology from somebody who has maybe hurt you in the past, maybe someone who left you high and dry, left you out in the cold, someone who didn't treat you properly, who didn't treat you with respect, okay, and with dignity perhaps. And now in the month of Feb, I do feel like there's a strong possibility of either reconciling with this person or forgiveness and healing, okay. Either way, there is healing taking place, whether you accept this apology or not, or whether you accept this person back into your life or not. You can always forgive somebody and let go of them, okay. You don't need to stick on to them. But when it comes to love, and if you're completely single, I do feel like there are options coming your way. Okay, you could be, especially online, I'm seeing on social media and things like that. You could meet some interesting people, either friendships or even, the beginnings of a romantic connection. It's very possible. And I do feel like you're opening your heart to new connections, okay, with the Queen of Cups there. You are also going to attract people who are emotionally available, who are not, deceptive or anything like that. But if this is somebody from the past who just wants to come in and, just say sorry for the heck of it so that they can tempt you back into that cycle with them, you want to be wary, you want to be careful of that, okay? Especially if this is someone who's not treated you properly in the past and who's not been very trustworthy, okay? That's what I'm getting for you. Let's pull two cards from Whispers of Love. But overall, I feel like you're going to be very focused also on your own emotional health, and you're going to be quite content with who you are, where you are in life, in relationships, and I'm hearing reciprocity is what you're looking for, okay? Let's pull two cards for you. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. And the Queen of Cups is a very kind and loving and generous person, someone who's very supportive. What else? Express love through gifts. Small token of love can convey great appreciation. So that's kind of like the Page of Cups energy, okay? And we have back to what you love, reevaluate your desires, okay? Bottom of the deck, be willing to express love to receive love. Some of you could go back to somebody you love. It is quite possible, but for others of you, you're going to reevaluate this connection and see if there's a reciprocity and if you are expressing yourselves, and if the love, the compassion and the expression and the kindness is mutual or not, okay? Because if you're dealing with like somebody who's quite immature, then it's like babysitting, right? I don't think you really want to do that. So that's perhaps something that you are evaluating also in your connections, okay? So that's what I have for you, group number 3. I hope this was useful. and I'm wishing you all the very best. Have a fabulous month ahead. Do take care of yourself. Let me know in the comment section if this resonates, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye.